everybody, it's Uncle Scott. Welcome back to the QwerkyReax channel. First things first, I chopped all my videos, so if you don't want to hear my setup here at the beginning, use that scroll bar, slide into the music. Second thing second, my video is a reaction video. It is not a replacement for the original content or the incredibly talented song, singing, musicianship of the people I'm listening to. So I always leave a link to both the video that I'm watching and the channel that it's, that the artist is from, in the top comments of my description, or I mean in the top part of my description, so you can feel free to check them out, and I hope that you do, of course, after watching my video in its entirety. So guys, I'm getting right back into Love Bites, and I'll tell you why. I posted a video of the first song I heard from them, which was the Soldier Solidarity song, on Friday, and apparently their fans are the Wolfpack, and you guys came with the info, and I so appreciate that. That's my kind of jam, man. That's why I think somebody probably suggested it after Bandmate, because Bandmate fans are equally as passionate, and we're saying do this, you got to watch this video, or you got to check this out. So today I'm doing Love Bites Swan Song Chopin with the Chopin intro, because it was by far the most commented must-watch next song on the list. So for some people, it may have been like, watch this one next, and then also watch Swan Song. For some people, it may have been the third one they suggested. A lot of other people, it was the only one they suggested. So I'm going with this one, guys. I think the people who, I think one of the reasons it may have been mentioned is because if you're a fan of the channel, you know I'm in a choir and that we sing a lot of stuff. We're doing the Bach right now, the Mass in B minor by Bach. So I think if you've been watching the channel, if you understand, like I have a decent understanding and appreciation for classical music as well. So I think that may be one of the reasons that a lot of people were suggesting it. It also might be because I freaked out over the guitar player. I don't know how to say her name. A lot of you gave me a list of all the names of the people in the band, which I greatly appreciate. I understand too now that she's not like the lead guitar, and the blonde-haired one is not like a backup guitar. They're both like, they got two lead guitars in the band. There was so much information in the comments that I learned from. I just can't remember how to say their names, and I don't want to mess it up. But I think it begins with an M. But the reason I flipped over her is because she had like, she was so chill while she was shredding, like so chill, and it was completely blowing my mind how she was able to do that. Then you guys come in the comments and you tell me she writes and composes most of the music. That's one of the hardest going, thrashing songs that they have. That actually, after she composed it and gave it to the band, she like apologized to them for it being 195 BPM, which is insane. So a lot of really cool info in the comments, guys. Please keep that up. I really do appreciate it. Of course, it does help, my video and get the video seen more and everything else. But I think by now that's really not what I'm after. I'll definitely take it, but it's I really do love getting the information and learning more about the bands. So, but because I flipped out over her, a lot of people were saying, wait till you see, she's actually a classically trained pianist and didn't learn guitar really until she was like 18, 19 years old, like in her teen years, which is kind of crazy because that's how the lead guitarist for Bandmate is too. She was, I want to say her name's Kanami, I think. She was a pianist and grew up playing the piano. I don't think she was classically trained, but she was into it. And then it wasn't until high school that she picked up a guitar in her teen years. So kind of crazy about that correlation. I also love, a lot of people were telling me that those bands are actually like cool with each other and they support each other. Love that kind of stuff. So just, I'm very into this, the vibe of these bands, and because first of all, they rock, they thrash so hard. I love that. But then also their musicianship, their performances. I don't know. I'm just really happy about this little journey I'm going on and learning about these bands. It's pretty cool. Yes, this was definitely the most requested one for next song in the comments. If you want to tell me the next one I should watch after seeing this one, feel free. I encourage you to do so. I also do have a few lists from people that left in the comments from the last one, so I can just pick one at random. But I do love it when you guys are like, no, okay, so you went from that one, now go to this one. So feel free to do that as well. All right, guys, let's get into this. Enough of me babbling. Like just shut up and press play already, right? Here we go. LOVEBITES Swan Song Chopin intro. And I did choose the video with lyrics for obvious reasons. All right, let's get it. Okay. Yo, before it gets right into the music here, I got to comment on that. First of all, incredibly well played, obviously. Definitely concert level pianist. What's really crazy, though, is think about it. Like, the majority of their audience is probably people that are used to, like, heavy metal and that kind of, like, you know, fast beat, really going crazy stuff, and probably don't listen to a lot of classical music. And yet I'm sure that was completely captivating. Like, it's captivating to watch in the video now. I can't imagine what it was like to watch while you were there. Like, you saw those people with their phones up and cameras up recording it. That's just pretty cool. That's all I'm saying. She's incredibly talented and practiced. I'm really interested to see how that sets up the song too. Was that just an intro, or is that going to be like a tie-in? We're about to find out. Yeah, cheer right away, people. And then she just goes to the guitar, bro. Guys, there is so much amazing musical stuff happening in this in this song. Like, okay, first of all, she goes right from the piano to the guitar, and the melodies matched. So she brought a piece of the Chopin into the intro of this song, which is dope as hell. But then I'm literally lost. I'm trying to pay attention to her singing too, but I'm lost in the progressions, the key changes, and it's all happening so fast and yet sounds so clean. Like it all goes together. It's so hard to do that. She is again, you guys are telling me that it's that piano player, it's that guitarist who composes all of this, most of their music. She is a full-on composer. She could do orchestral arrangements. I mean, the complication level of this song in terms of all the things that are happening is pretty impressive. There are progressions happening on syncopated hi-hat and cymbal hits from the complemented by the drummer. Obviously there's a bass progression happening, and then when they switched over to the minor, they all staggered when they got there. I'm just saying, it's an incredibly complicated piece. This is really, really impressive. Really impressive. Do you hear the minor change and then how they catch up? That's intentional. Like it, bro. It's so good. That is so hard to compose, but it happens a lot in classical music. Like it literally. Again, I'm not trying to make it about like what I sing. I'm just trying to give a comparison. But like the Bach and B minor that I'm literally rehearsing right now for a performance in 2 weeks. I'm a tenor 2, and but there's no split parts for tenor and basses in the Bach mass. But the tenors start a whole minor shift halfway through the song, and then the altos, and then the basses, and then the sopranos come in following along in that minor. And that's what's happening here. They're letting the last hit of the note before it linger, like with a pedal or something like that, letting that sit in the air while the minor changes with 2 of them, and then the other one is coming in with it. And I can't place whether it's happening with the bass or the lead, and I should be able to. It's probably the bass is probably the first thing to go to the minor, because that would be really obvious, but I can't place it yet. But that's so hard, and it's not as hard to play as it is to understand musically and compose that way. I am super impressed by the composition of this piece, which probably sounds like a weird thing to say about like a metal, fast moving song, but I can't help it. I am just in awe of how well written it is, because it all flows and fits together so nicely. And the melody is perfect. What she's singing is a perfect complement to all the stuff that's happening below it. These guys are really good. And I said that the last time, so none of you were surprised. But what? I'm sure many, many, many of you watching this, if you're fans of Love Bites, have an understanding of musicality and composition and everything else. So you all probably knew this already. But from where I'm sitting, I am so impressed with how this was put together, because you just don't hear stuff like this, especially in this format, especially in this style of music. It's so good. I'm going to back it up a little. Bro! Oh, give me a guitar pedal. Give it to me! Wait, I'll rewind it. Don't come at me for interrupting the solo. Is that the audience singing back to them? Because I see the bassist kind of like mouthing along. That's really cool. Also, did you catch that moment where the one who was playing the piano, when she just dropped her hand and kind of like gave this nonchalant look? I don't get how she can be so stone cold straight faced when she's shredding like this. It's insane to me. Like, she just got like the calmness and the like, yeah, this is just, I said it in the last video. She's like, yeah, this is a Tuesday, bro. Like, this is just what I do. It's so crazy. Here, I'll rewind so I make sure I get that singing, and I want to hear her the other one solo. Right? That's the audience? That's awesome. She went back to the piano. She went back to the piano. Are you kidding me? Bro. What is happening in this song, bro? Who are these people? She went back to the piano. You all knew this was going to happen. Bro. I'm like looking for an answer around the room. What? How? What? That is bonkers. That is bonkers. And she was, I think the thing that threw me the most is, I'll rewind it, but her fingering of the keys was as fast as the guitar like part that she was just playing. And like in the high note, did you hear that? I'm sure you did. I'm sure all of you were like, yeah, dude, this is why we suggested this. That was, didn't see that coming. I can't believe that. She's not even sitting there yet. So right now she's still playing guitar, or she's about to transition, because I can't see her off camera, but they're probably going to focus on this other one over here while she sits down, because it was a complete surprise to me. Oh yeah, she's going to sit there right now. You see it in the transparency? Come on, bro. I'm stunned. I don't even know how to function. I don't know what to say. What did I just witness? That was insane. First of all, the idea to tie, like, to bookend with the piano like that is awesome and incredibly smart and incredibly good composition, as I keep saying. I said it in the last video. Apparently, I'm going to be saying it in every single video when I watch her. The casualness of which she does this is insane to me as well. Don't know how she just dead. It's just what I do, bro. I don't know what to say. It has truly left me speechless. I am speechless. She just I think what I really love about that too is I feel like that came from a place of really loving that Chopin piece, really, really loving it and being like, I bet you I can expand on this. I bet you I can incorporate this. I love music so much. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much. I can't. Pushing that to be the next one to watch was an incredibly smart move, because I am hooked now. Hooked. Please definitely come to a consensus in the comments of what I should watch next. You guys are steering me in the right direction. I appreciate that. Also, I want to say now all I can see is that the drummer's 4 foot something. I think someone said she's 4'9" or 4'10", which is tiny. So And she's like, she is, but she's like all over. I love it so much. Her ability to do all of that also is like crazy. This band just rocks. I I love it. I love it so much. Also, I will say later this week, I am recording. If you are a fan of the channel, Love Bites fans, don't tune out for this. I need your help on this. I told a lot of people yesterday in my Dimash video that I am going to have to start banking some recordings because I have to move out of this place and move, like, set up a new place to record, which is going to take me about a month to do. So I'm trying to bank a lot of stuff, and I'm recording with Crystal. If you're a fan of the channel, you know who Crystal is. She's a friend of mine from the choir. If you're new to the channel, and she loves this kind of music. She loves all kinds of music. And I showed her Bandmade, and she was like, oh my God, this is so great. And I want to show her Love Bites. What song should I start her on? It doesn't have to be one I've seen already. We can react genuinely to it together for the first time. Or I can start her on the Soldier one, if you guys think. Or I can start her on this one, if you think. Because I'll listen to this again. But let me know in the comments. The two things I'm hoping for in the comments, if you guys will oblige, is a consensus on what I should watch next just for me, but then also how should I introduce Crystal to Love Bites, because I think it's going to blow her mind as well. Guys, thank you so much again for putting me on to this. This was incredible. Like, I love this on another level. Really, really blew me away. So thank you so much. If you made it this far, you know I appreciate you. I hope you're having a kick-ass day and a kick-ass week. And if you're not, let's turn it around together, all right? Don't wait for life to be easy to be happy. I can't believe she went back to the piano. She went back to, like, bookending piano is crazy.